I was asked by a subscriber to make an update on my wrist injury that I mentioned back from a couple of weeks ago. Probably about like a month ago by now. And I thought I would do a whole video on the wrist update and a couple of medical updates that I've also had in the past. I've had a couple of people, calling me, texting me, trying to find out how I'm doing. I've been telling everyone how it's been going, but I figured this might be just the easiest way to let everyone else know exactly what's going on. So we're going to jump right into it. First things first, the wrist injury that I have a splint here that I've been using for the last month. I had a fall at a gas station and I hurt my wrist. I hurt both of my wrists and my knees, but this is the one that really took a really bad hit to like that fall. I went to the urgent care, and when I went to urgent care, the doctors there did an x-ray and they saw that I had what looked like a fracture in the wrist. They referred me to go to an ortho, which I did. I went to the ortho maybe about like 3 days after that fall. And when I went there, they did x-rays there because he looked at the x-ray that the urgent care did. And when they looked at those x-rays, he was like, there is a break there, but it looks like a break that happened like years ago. And he asked me if I've ever broken my wrist before, and I told him no, I've never broken a bone before, so I don't even know how there would be a break there. And I've even asked my mom and dad in the past, could it have been something that happened when I was little? And they both said no, so I don't even know, why it's there. And so he took a look at the x-ray, and he was like, that's an old break. We're gonna go ahead and do more x-rays here, and I'm gonna send you for a CAT scan. Because he thought that I broke like something here, like from the fall when you like hold on to yourself. He wanted to take a look deeper into my hand. So that's what he did, and he saw that there were no breaks, but with the CAT scan he was able to see that there was some like ligament, not ligament damage, but there was something wrong with the ligaments where he asked me if I had carpal tunnel because they were like, I guess they were inflamed or something. And I told him not that I know of because I just never had any symptoms of carpal tunnel before. So he was like, all right, well, we're not going to diagnose you with that right now or take a look at that because that's not what you're here for, which I didn't understand because if I have carpal tunnel, I would like to know. But besides that, he said that it doesn't look like there's any breaks or anything, but he wanted me to keep the splint on for about a month, which I'm pretty much around that mark right now. I have to go back for my follow-up to see what they're gonna do. The pain that I get, I still get the same pain that I got when I first fell. It's sharp pain. It shoots, up and down my hand, and it actually shoots up my arm. So I don't know what that means. The only other pain that I can think of that I've had associated with that before that I can kind of like, talk about it and associate it to is a couple of years ago I fell on my knees and I messed up the ligaments on my knee. So that was also in like one of those splints for, it was like 3 months I think that I was wearing that. And with that they did physical therapy and then they did like cortisone shots to the knee, and that actually made it better. Once I got the cortisone shot, it was like 100% better within the next like 2 weeks. I was actually able to bend my knees and walk normally again. So I'm wondering if it's the same thing that's going on with my wrist. Maybe it's a ligament damage or something like that, and I might just ask them to do the cortisone shot and see if that helps any. I can take off the splint to do like a couple of normal things. It's very painful. Like I'm not lifting anything. I'm not doing any exercise right now because I obviously cannot push on the wrist. But like if I'm doing dishes or cooking, I will take off the splint to like hold a plate while I'm doing dishes, and it's like sore within a couple of minutes. So I don't even leave it like that for that long. So I put the splint back on, and I've been leaving it like that for the last month as directed by my doctor. He gave me tramadol for pain to see if that helps any. It has helped here and there, but nothing like, I still feel pain every once in a while, and it hasn't gotten any better. But I still don't know what to think about, like with that broken bone from before. I don't know if it's something because I wore the splint like religiously from like where the doctor was like, put the splint on, don't take it off until you see the ortho. Maybe it's something that happened and it's set. I don't even know what to think about it, because the fact that he thinks it's an old, break, I've never broken anything. So I'm thinking it has to be that. I don't know if I should go see another doctor, get another opinion. I know it's not like broken, because obviously I would feel more pain than what I feel now. But maybe the other doctor can give me better answers. So that's all I have for that. I'm sorry that update took long to that one subscriber that, messaged me about it a couple of times. Jumping into something else that I've been getting, that I'm getting done now. I've had pain in like my ear and my head. I've been getting migraines for years, probably since I was a teenager and stuff like that. But early last year I was hospitalized for like 5 days because I got just really bad head pains and I didn't know what to do about it. It's not like your average like headache where you can take something, go to sleep and you'll feel better. No, it was like my head was going to burst, like literally burst. So I went to the ER. They had me see an ENT there. They did MRIs and a CAT scan also, and they saw that I had a couple of like clogged, I think they call it like plaque, where I have some clogged arteries over my ears, which I might have to get taken care of if it has not gone away. But the ENT that I was referred to by my doctor, it's like, I don't know, he didn't know what to do with me. He was like, you have some kind of infections going on, but I have to refer you to an ENT that's like another ENT specialist. I don't know if he just didn't know what to do with me, or if it was just a bad situation that he didn't know like how to help me with. But it was just a lot of like non-answered questions that I had, and I didn't know what to do. So I looked up the doctor that I had in the emergency room, because I was like, you know what, she knew what she was talking about. So let me see if I can find her. Went through my old records, found her name, made an appointment with her. I went back to her, and sure enough, I still had like the sinus infections that she found in the, in my scans from the hospital. And I still have like the throat infection that it's like a never ending thing. It's a chronic thing that I've been having. My doctor, all they've been doing is giving me antibiotics and sometimes steroids to have it go away, but they're not figuring out why it's going on and why, what they can do to help me. But she has. I have been so happy with her right now, because I went for my appointment. She took a look up like my nasal airways, and she saw that I have like polyps and a cyst in my nose. Well, the cyst was found through a CAT scan that I did for her. But she saw the polyps in my nose. She noticed I had a deviated septum, and she said that that's probably also what's covering my nasal airways. And then she said I would have to get my tonsils removed. After the CAT scan, when I went back, she said that it was that I also had a cyst that was pushing onto the septum, and when it pushes onto my septum, it's leaning one way. So not only do I have polyps that are covering every nasal airway that I physically have, the septum is coming over and I can't breathe out that nostril either. So what she recommended and what I am doing is getting surgery done. She kind of feels bad because she's like, you're getting 3 procedures done and you're going to be in a lot of pain for like more than 2 weeks. She goes, it's like 2 to 3 weeks, and it'll be worth it for you in the long run, because if she did everything individually, it would take a longer time to recover from it. So she said all 3 things should be done at the same time. So what they're looking to do is she's going to remove my tonsils, and then she's going to remove the cyst and the polyps that I have in my nasal airways, and then she's going to correct the septum. So she said that I will probably have it's going to be miserable for me, and I'm kind of like a little worried about it, because she was not even like censoring how much pain I was going to be in. So I know it's going to be painful. She said that she's going to have like the, what do you call, like the cotton, whatever, to stop the bleeding. I have to keep that in my nose for maybe about like 2 days post-operation. And then on top of that, I'm just going to get my tonsils removed. So she was like, the only way I'm going to be able to breathe is out my mouth. And that's going to be sore, and it's just going to be very painful and uncomfortable for me. So that's going to be done on the 29th of this month of April, if you guys are watching it now. And then afterwards, I can you know, I might just do like a vlog and might show you guys what I look like pre-op and post-op, just so you guys have an idea, or those people that have to get this procedure done, you know, in the future can kind of take a look at it and know what to expect, because I don't know what to expect from it. And again, see, my throat is like, I'm always getting sore throats and just like uncomfortable while I'm talking. But you know, I hope that it can help someone taking a look at it and knowing what to expect. I have looked at videos from like some of these procedures, and again, maybe I shouldn't be looking at them because it's scary, but I just have to remain calm, get it done, and hopefully it'll be better. My doctor says that I will then be able to like breathe comfortably. She also thinks that that's the reason why I'm getting migraines and headaches, because I'm so infected from the sinuses that I can't, like it just shoots pain up to my head and stuff like that. So she thinks I don't even really suffer from migraines, and that if a doctor had done this procedure earlier on, that I wouldn't probably get headaches as often as I do. Because when I get my headaches, I'm completely like done and out for the count, like for the day. I have to shut off lights, I have to close doors. You know, I just have to basically put like a blanket over my head and try to go to sleep for the rest of the day. So I'm getting that done, and I will keep you guys updated on that. And also with my wrist, I'll keep you guys updated on what the doctor says from there, or what the new doctor says from there. The other update that I have is I had a stomach pain that would not go away. I still have that stomach pain. I have had two endoscopies done, and I've had a colonoscopy done because they wanted to figure out where it's coming from. Unfortunately, they still don't know where it's coming from. The only thing that they did figure out was that I do have a lump in my stomach, and that was why I did 2 endoscopies. The second one was able to show that it's like an inflamed, like a blood vessel. It's very big and swollen, so it's creating a lump inside my stomach. So they just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like cancerous, or that it wasn't something that was growing. It is just a blood vessel, and so far they say that it's okay. They have me on medication, and they are keeping a look on it and seeing, you know, if it gets worse or what's going on with that. So unfortunately, I don't have any straight answers right now to any of those updates, but that's as far as I know, and I wanted to let you guys know. As you know, as I get updated by my doctor, I will let you guys know, and I'll keep you guys updated post-op and pre-op, and hopefully get some of that footage up for you. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it won't be that long, and hopefully I would have gotten, you know, the updates across for you guys, as you guys have been asking. Thank you so much for even caring enough to ask how I'm feeling and how everything's going. Again, if you like this video, please subscribe, please like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. The most likely to challenge, and this is my little sister Jenny.
Hello.
My baby sister. She's the youngest one out of us, so out of us. You're the
Out of
youngest
3?
one out of 5.
Oh wait,
There's 5 of us.